Good evening. It's your boy V Ben Israel, the People's Champ, and this is an episode of V After Dark. When you get to a certain age, and I'm at that age, I'm in my 50s now, day two of my 50s, I get silly at night and I think about things, so I'm going to share a story, but I'm not going to share the age I was when this particular thing happened. So, the topic of this story is fucking women 50 plus years old who haven't had sex in a while. So, this particular woman was 52 years old at the time, not telling my age. And she hadn't had no D in a long time, according to her. And I believe her because of her reaction. And you know I'm the cookie monster. I'm a monster. And so we're about 5 minutes into it, right? And all of a suddenly, she pushed me off with like, I don't know where she got that strength from. It was like a WWE wrestler kicking out from a pin. She pushed me off of her. She kicked out, rolled off the bed, and took off running to the bathroom and saying, I gotta pee, I gotta pee. And then she comes back from the bathroom, gets back in the bed, and goes straight to sleep. I'm still, right? She went to sleep. The, the fuck? I know you didn't just do that. She busted a nut and she didn't remember what it felt like and she thought she had to pee, but she wasn't peeing, she was busting a nut. And that's when she took off to the bathroom. And she stayed in that bathroom way longer than it take to pee. But she came back out. I mean, instantly. Like soon as she hit the pillow, was out snoring. What the? I kn- I'm I'm like appalled. I'm clutching pearls and let's just say I ain't want to have nothing else to do with her. Like you selfish mother something. I thought that shit was funny after the fact. I put myself in like out of the equation and just like on the outside looking in. That it was funny. It was funny. Like from the kick out to the roll off the bed to the sprint into the bathroom and then coming back and instantly, I mean, like, I think she was like falling asleep before she hit the pillow. Like, oh my God. Well, this is why I like younger women. I ain't never had that. Well, yes, I did. I mean, I had a young chick one time when I was young too. By the way, so me and her were about the same age, I guess. I was in my 20s, and she lived. I was living in Charlotte. She was living in Gaffney, South Carolina, and that, she always would convince me to come see her after I got off of work, and I'm working like a late. Well, I always worked like a mid shift, but I always worked overtime, so I'm getting off at like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I really want to see you, and I fall for it and drive my ass down there, and she liked to ride. So she would get on top and ride and get her nuts, and then she would roll off and go straight to sleep every friggin' time. Oh, it was so annoying because I'm like, bitch, I drove way the hell down here. Those of you who are not familiar with the area, that's at least at night a good hour and a half drive. Hour. If ain't gonna be no traffic, but I know her name, but I'm not gonna say her name. I don't have a nickname for her because her nickname was her last name, so I can't even say that. But yeah, but older chicks, fit. I ain't gonna say older because I'm older now, but women that are 50 plus years old ain't had none in a while, I tend to stay away from them because they lived a long time being selfish, generally speaking, and it ain't a good experience. Ain't no willingness and eagerness to it. That's all I got. That's the story time. And I appreciate y'all tuning in to the After Dark. It's your boy.
Welcome to the People's Podcast.